Good evening. Welcome to Boones Creek. If you're a visitor, we are so glad you're here. And if you're a member, we're thrilled you're here. And if you're somebody deciding whether you want to join us or not, you'll want to after tonight, I'm sure. It is great to be in God's house tonight. Most of all, it's great to kick off the Advent season, which started Sunday. The Advent season runs from last Sunday through Christmas, and it's 4 weeks of preparation and excitement. So we are so glad that you came to join us tonight. We're doing something a little different. We're doing a musical drama, and so you can read in your program who the actors are. They are all members of our church, and it has been great to work with them, and we have lots of extra singers this time. But if you're out there and you like to sing to the Lord, you always are welcome to join us. But I need to make a couple of announcements. I told David I would because we have a lot going on that you might want to be a part of. The first thing is this Saturday we have a food pack. We're going to try to pack, I'm probably wrong on this, but 100,000 meals? 100,000 meals for our world. It'll go to different places, some in America, I think. But those times are 9 to 11:30 Saturday or 1 to 3:30. So if you would love to know something about that, there's information right out there, what we call the hub. That's that little place out there that has a white shelf on it. Hub to me means hubcap, that I lose in my cars and don't know they're missing until somebody tells me. So it's right out there. Then on December the 13th, which is a Wednesday night, our children will be performing A King Is Coming to Town at 6:30. Is that correct time? And then December, there's caroling, Christmas caroling for the whole church on December the 8th, I think. So we, again, have I missed something? Oh, my goodness, the Living Nativity. Wow. Living Nativity is drive-through. We'll have all the animals and scenes of Christmas, December the 10th, 6 to 8 p.m. That's a Sunday night. So we hope you'll join us for that. Just get in your car and drive through. Especially if you have neighbors that don't go to church. It's a very non-threatening activity. You just drive through. Nobody stops your car except the Bethlehem tax people. Beth and them do stop cars and want to know who's in your car and how many. So for the census, we got to take account. But December the 10th, please come and join us for a night of celebrating the birth of our Lord. So without further ado, we present to you the best Christmas ever.
Travelers are razzled, but somehow we're all dazzled still. remember. Maybe not because of some big present, but maybe because something big happened. You know, like when the ice storm blew in and trapped you with your relatives for a week? Okay, so maybe there are certain Christmases you'd like to forget. But this Christmas, this is one that I want to remember. It wasn't anything I could have imagined, but it would change my heart forever. Oh, well, hello, Vivian. Hello, Alexandria.
Well, hello, Carol. Are you ready for Christmas yet?
Not quite, but I'm working on it.
Oh, I've been done weeks ago.
I'm not surprised.
Well, I'm just so bored now. I mean, there's just nothing left to do but paint pasta.
Paint pasta?
Oh, you didn't read my Pinterest page. Yes, it's all the thing. Alexandria and I have been painting penne rigata pasta all day and arranging it in absolutely delightful bows on all of our gifts. It's all the rage. And you know what? We brought you your very own box of penne rigata pasta.
Well, thank you. I'll add that to my list of things to do with my kids before my mother gets here.
You don't have to thank me.
Right, because it's from Alexandria.
Right.
Well, thank you, Alexandria.
Merry Christmas, neighbor.
Merry Christmas, Vivian. Benjamin, Ava, we're going to decorate the tree together and sing Silent Night together and read the Christmas story together and paint pasta together. Well, it's for creative gift bows. It's all the rage.
I don't do crafts anymore, Mom.
Well, of course you do. You love crafts.
I could eat some pasta.
We're not eating pasta. We're painting it.
How about cookies?
The cookies are for the neighbors.
The neighbors don't want cookies. They want figgy pudding, remember?
Oh, that's right. Now bring us a figgy pudding. Now,
Mom.
Please don't sing.
okay. Well, maybe some figgy pudding would fill you up for once, Benjamin. I could look for a recipe.
That's okay, I'm good.
Figgy pudding sounds disgusting. And he prefers Ben, remember? Hey, can I go to Ashley's house now?
No, Ava, you can't. And I prefer Benjamin. It sounds so much more special. Speaking of special, I have decided that this will be the best Christmas ever because it's your last Christmas with us, son.
I'm gonna get a Christmas break in college, you know that, right?
True, but you might not be coming home. You might be visiting a girlfriend's parents or something.
He doesn't have a girlfriend. And who would want to go out with him? Have you smelled his feet?
My feet smell like roses.
Can I go to Ashley's house now?
Encourage one another and build each other up.
Mom, we're not 5 anymore.
I know. Sad, isn't it? Christmas was so fun when you two were little. We would decorate and make cookies and sing Silent Night and read the Christmas story. If I close my eyes, I can imagine anything I want. I can imagine my sweet little ones with their eyes full of wonder, my little darlings who still think their mother hung the moon. I imagine you scamper into the room with your rosy cheeks and your happy expressions, all ready for the magic of the season. You hope for presents and for snow, but I explain that snow is only one miraculous form of precipitation. Oh, it might be cold outside, but it doesn't matter because we're warm inside, all snuggled together like peas in a pod. You, wearing your silly Christmas hats, basking in the Christmas spirit of togetherness, drinking peppermint hot chocolate, and you love me, and I love you, and Christmas was everything I ever imagined it would be.
There's a day in December, covered in winter, wrapped in the brightest red and green.
please go to Ashley's house now? Ava, don't you want to be here? No, I don't.
Where are the cookies?
I haven't made them yet.
I saw some right here. Somebody must have eaten them all. Thanks a lot, Ava.
I didn't eat them, Benjamin. Mom hasn't even made them yet.
Whatever. Maybe one of my friends has some cookies.
Aw, you guys look. This is the plate we used for cookies for Santa when you two were little.
Hey, Sam's mom just made cookies. Can I go over there?
No, Benjamin, you can't. And can we please put the screens away? They're called phones, Mom. Well, I just kind of wanted us to stay together. You know, doing Christmassy things.
This is Christmassy. Look, I put Ava's face on the Grinch's body.
Ben, you better delete that right now. Mom, make him delete it. Ben, give it to me. Ugh, you're the worst brother ever. Ugh, you two, honestly.
Whoa, what was that all about?
Whoa, what is this all about?
What? Oh, this. Well, it's my ugly Christmas sweater. Bought it today at a thrift store.
I'm going to close my eyes and imagine that you...
And imagine us wearing matching sweaters.
I'm going to imagine that you are not wearing that. Darn, it didn't work.
You and your imagination.
Your staff party is tonight.
You forgot?
Do we have to go? Can't we just stay home and be together?
Absolutely not. Especially not now that I found this beauty. Now, you just close your eyes with me and picture me holding the best ugly Christmas sweater contest trophy.
I guarantee it's yours.
Everybody needs a Christmas sweater.
Oh no, here we go.
And ugly Christmas sweaters are the best.
But are they, dear?
They're festive and they're neat, and no outfit is complete without some Merry Christmas on your chest.
Of all the many holiday traditions, there is one that's a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, you're right, it does.
A conversation starter that will never have a clone.
And it doesn't have to match a thing. Oh,
Obviously.
could be a reindeer made of glitter.
Or a tree with lights that blink.
You're never dressed so well as when your torso says Noel. Everybody needs a Christmas sweater, and ugly Christmas sweaters are the best. They're festive and they're neat, and no outfit is complete without some Merry Christmas on your chest.
Ho, ho, ho!
My dad had one with Santa dressed like Elvis, with cotton balls and sleeves made out of velvet.
Thank you very much.
And I had one that used to play the tune to Silver Bells.
Everybody needs a Christmas sweater, and ugly Christmas sweaters are the best. They're festive and they're neat, and no outfit is complete without some Merry Christmas on your chest. There's nothing better.
There's nothing better
than a thrift store
than
sweater.
a thrift store sweater.
Be dazzled and be glamour just for you.
Just for you.
Any kind of thing you can imagine
Can be made with yarn and tinsel and some glue.
Some
glue.
Everybody
needs a Christmas sweater.
Oh, look at that.
And ugly Christmas sweaters are the best.
Yeah.
They're festive and they're neat, and no outfit is complete without some Merry Christmas on your chest. They're festive and they're neat, and no outfit is complete without some Merry Christmas on your chest. Oh, ugly Christmas sweaters are the best. They are the best. Dad, what are you wearing?
Oh, this is my ugly Christmas sweater. Pretty cool, huh?
Cool is not the word I would use to describe it. Mom, can I go to Ashley's house now?
Ask your father.
Dad, can I go to Ashley's?
Sure, honey.
No, Ava, you can't.
You told me to ask Dad.
You still can't read my mind?
But I'm getting close.
Grandma is going to be here any minute. We haven't finished decorating the tree. We haven't hung the stockings. We haven't made cookies. And we haven't painted pasta.
Honey, your mom is not going to care. I mean, she wears sweaters like this when there isn't even a contest. Wait,
No.
did you say painted pasta?
So I can go.
Yes, she will care. People like us who love Christmas have expectations.
Well, you know what they say the distance between expectations and reality are, don't you?
What?
Disappointment.
Are the cookies done yet?
Aha, just watch.
No, Benjamin, the cookies are not done yet.
Oh, I can totally taste them in my mind.
See? Disappointment.
Can I go over to Sam's? His mom made cookies.
No, son, you cannot. Your mother wants us to stay here and paint pasta before your grandmother arrives.
That's fine.
Wait. I'm confused.
I know, your father is trying to read my mind.
So I guess I'll go over to Sam's.
And can I please go to Ashley's?
Yes, but let your father drive you and take your coats. It is freezing out there.
I can drive just fine.
He's a good driver.
I'll drop Ava off on the way.
Okay, but be careful on our hill. It's steep.
It's steep, I know. You always tell me that. Bye.
They left without their coats. Did you see that?
Honey, they have to learn on their own.
Well, I don't like it. And this is not how I imagined our days leading up to Christmas.
Well, then why did you let them leave?
Because if people don't want to be here at home, I don't want to force them.
Well, then, in that case, do you mind
You
if
have somewhere better to be too?
I may have a little shopping to do for someone special.
Aw, honey.
I know. I think I'm going to get my boss one of those classy umbrellas this year. I'll really get that raise.
Well, Merry Christmas to me. All right. Let's see. Brian, Benjamin, and Ava's stockings. Now, where's mine? It has to be in here somewhere. Unless someone just threw it away, which would not surprise me. Oh, here it is. It's wrapped around something. Oh, my manger. I forgot all about you. What was I, 8 when Daddy made this for me? If I close my eyes, I can imagine it all. My daddy was quite the artist. If I close my eyes and look at it long enough, it would take me straight to Bethlehem, and I could see it all. The star with its bright beams, the shepherds with their stinky robes, and that one shepherd who was so happy he clicks his heels, Joseph with his kind eyes and his rough hands, Mary with her smiling face, and baby Jesus with his soft skin. It was as if God had written this story just for me, sent his son Jesus to earth just for me. But that was a very long time ago. I could never have imagined life would become what it has become. Maybe dreams are only fairy tales that never do come true for anyone.
Sometimes my head's just dizzy from being busier than busy. I'm trying really hard to still believe what a manger has to do with me. The story is amazing about shepherds, stars, and hay, but that was just so very long ago. Can a baby in a stable still mean anything today? Or is Christmas now just more about the lights, the gifts, the snow? On days like this, it's really hard to see what a manger has to do with me. All I wanted for my children, so magical, the mystery of it all. So I'll hang stockings from the mantle, put lights upon the tree and deck the halls. And I'll find every reason just to celebrate the season, even though my heart's still wondering what a manger has to do with me. The story is amazing about shepherds, stars, and hay, but that was just so very long ago. Can a baby in a stable still mean anything today? Or is Christmas now just more about the lights, the gifts, the snow? On days like this, it's really hard to see what a manger has to do with me. On days like this, it's really hard to see what a manger has to do with me. Mom, how far are you?
Just past the drugstore. You know, the one where they sell those classy umbrellas.
Great. You've made good time.
I do not like driving in this weather, so I'm just crawling along. And I told Mr. Siri to call you, so don't worry. I'm talking to you hands-free.
Siri? You know about Siri?
Oh, yes, dear. I talk to him all the time.
He? I thought Siri was a she.
Well, not on my phone. He's a very nice Australian man. I can ask him anything, and he listens so much more attentively than your father ever did. He's so responsive and encouraging.
I can imagine.
So, what's wrong?
Nothing.
I've known you your whole life, and I know better. Now, what's wrong?
Okay, it's just that this is not how I pictured my Christmas this year. I pictured everyone wanting to be home and sing and read the Christmas story and snuggle on the couch, but nobody's here. And I feel like I don't matter to anybody anymore.
Ah, the plight of the mother of teenagers. I'll bet they're both at a friend's house.
How did you know?
You were a teenager once.
Right. How did you ever survive?
You will survive. I'll be there to give you a hug in just a few minutes.
Good. I need one. Okay, see you soon. Bye. That was fast. Oh, Vivian! Alexandria, come
goodness, it's absolutely frigid out there, just frigid. Poor little Alexandria almost froze her little ears off, didn't you, sweetie?
Then what is she doing out in it?
Well, we wanted to bring you what she'd been working on today, some of her decadent macaroons made this very afternoon from scratch.
Oh.
We decided that we couldn't possibly eat them all ourselves, so here you are.
Well, thank you. Benjamin will be thrilled. He's always foraging for food.
I don't know how you do it with all those kids.
I just have to.
Well, they must bring a lot of germs in.
I suppose so, but I love them.
Germs?
No, I love my children, just like you love Alexandria.
Well, Alexandria needs me.
She's lucky to have you. Thank you for the cookies.
Macaroons, and you don't have to thank me.
Oh, right. Well, thank you for the macaroons, Alexandria.
Bye-bye. I'll stop back later to see how the pasta painting's getting on.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Goodbye.
Here, Alexandria, darling. Okay, here we go.
Mom, you made it!
Barely. I slid in on 2 wheels. Those roads are getting really slick.
Then I need to get Brian and the kids home. Benjamin is at Sam's, and he's supposed to pick up Ava at Ashley's on the way home. I'll call them.
Text him.
Right. What was I thinking? Teenagers, they don't answer phone calls.
I saw your neighbor on my way in.
Yeah, she brought by some cookies. Benjamin will be happy.
That boy never met a cookie he didn't like. I'll just put my things in the den. Oh, and I brought a bag of the kids' other favorite foods, too.
Thanks, Mom.
Just think, soon you'll be able to turn Ben and Ava's rooms into guest rooms.
Thanks for the reminder, Mom.
Oh, an empty house is an adjustment, but you'll do fine.
I don't know. I don't like this feeling of not being needed. I mean, I have my work and that's great, but here at home, I just don't feel very special. I mean, even my name doesn't sound special. Carol. I mean, you can yawn while you say it. Carol. Why couldn't you have named me something exciting? You know, like Lillian or Quintavia.
Come here, dear. Do you know why I named you Carol?
I have no idea.
Because the first time that I looked into your eyes, I felt joy. Deep down, chills all over joy. That's what the name Carol means. It means joyous song. That's exactly what you were. You were God's special gift to me.
That must have made it pretty hard to let me go when I grew up.
I've had to remind myself many times that God gives us gifts for a season, especially after your daddy died. But there's one special gift that God gave us, not just for a season, but forever.
Slowly the stars came into view as the sun hid its light, and the glow of the silvery moon made the sky come alive, and the gentle breeze began to sweep across the open So let's not forget our hopes in Him when shadows start to fall. What makes this Christmas special is His gift to us all.
Just how special you are.
Thanks, Mom. I'm glad you're here.
You were a gift to me then, and you still are. You know, I still have a photo of you as this little girl in my wallet.
Yeah? I like to remember when Benjamin and Ava were little, too.
They sure were precious.
I can imagine them perfectly in my mind. And when I don't like them as teenagers, I can close my eyes and go back to when they were little anytime I want.
Those years really were sweet. Our imagination is a powerful thing, isn't it? But the past is in the past. You can't live there.
Oh, but I can if I want to. I mean, sometimes the past just seems so much better than the present. I mean, don't you want to bring Daddy back?
Well, sure. But the reality is I can't.
Hey, let me see that picture. Wait a minute. Am I wearing an ugly Christmas sweater?
It was not ugly. It was adorable.
No.
I recently found one just like it in a thrift store, and I bought it for myself.
Mom, you didn't!
I did. Who would want to get rid of this beauty?
I can only imagine. No text back yet. Have I told you how much I hate our hill in the winter?
No, but I can ask Mr. Siri. Hello, Siri.
Hello, woman who gets more beautiful with age.
See how encouraging he is? Siri, how much does my daughter hate Concord Pass in the winter?
Mom, he can't read my mind.
But I'm getting close. You were just missing me, right?
Right.
I knew it. Hey, Rose. Nice sweater. Oh. Hey, you know, the roads are really icing over there. They even canceled my work party.
Oh, well, good.
Are Ben and Ava not home yet?
No.
Did you try texting them?
Yes. I told you Benjamin shouldn't be driving in this.
Okay, well, I'll text Sam's parents and see when they left.
I hate having teenagers. It's like putting your heart in the middle of a dance floor and hoping no one steps on it. You know, if Benjamin was still 4, he couldn't drive.
And if Benjamin were still 4, he would be here throwing a temper tantrum. I prefer teenagers.
Well, I don't. Everything is out of my control and I don't like it.
You know, there's only one of us here having a temper tantrum. And it's not a toddler.
You can take classes for that, dear.
Oh, hey, it's Ben calling. Hang on. Hey, Ben, how are you?
Dad, hey.
Hey, where are you guys?
We slid off Concord Pass and we're stuck in a ditch. And we can't get out, but I have Ava with me.
You have got to be kidding me.
Okay. Hey, Ben, where are you guys?
We're in front of the old farmhouse.
Okay, all right, I know exactly where that is. Just hang on, hang tight right there, and I'll come and get you in the Jeep.
Trust me, we're not going anywhere.
All right, bye, Ben. You're handing me a blanket and coats.
Right?
You're afraid I'll be cold.
Close.
See, I told you I was getting close.
Be careful, honey.
I know, I'll do my best.
Lord, please protect my kids. I told him Benjamin shouldn't be out driving in this. And if everyone had just stayed home like they're supposed to be, this wouldn't be happening.
Wonder how Mary felt watching her baby grow up.
What?
Well, Mary was just a mom. Like you. Like me. She was the mother of God. But she didn't know the future. She didn't know that her son would only be given 33 years. That he would be so loved and so hated by so many. That she would watch him die to save her soul and live again to give her hope. She couldn't change the past, and she couldn't stop the future. All she could do was live in the present and hold her baby.
It must have been joy, like no joy had ever been. It must have been peace, just gazing down at it. No feeling before this had ever been greater to cradle a child, to hold the Savior, to see with wonder heaven's glory, to touch the face of love and mercy, abiding us and make our hearts your nature. Oh, hallelujah, to hold the Savior. Our hope resting there in a stable filled with hay. A promise so small, yet fears all fade away. To stand in the presence of God's holy favor, to cradle a child, to hold the Savior, to see with wonder heaven's glory, to touch the face of
don't like not being in control, Mom.
I don't think any of us do. Maybe not even Mary. Think of her having to accept that there was no room at the inn.
I would not have stood for that.
And then she had to watch Jesus grow up. Can you imagine how responsible she must have felt to protect God's son?
Yeah, she probably wouldn't have let him drive on icy roads.
And remember when she and Mary and Joseph left Jerusalem and they realized that they had left Jesus behind?
And she had to pray, "Dear God, I am very sorry I lost your son."
Oh, imagine how scared she must have been when she realized that he was missing. I think every time that fear crept in, Mary had to choose to let go and trust the one that she knew was writing the story. You know, honey, in a few minutes, Ben and Ava are going to walk through that door.
Yeah, hopefully.
They will. And when they do, they need their mama to be here.
I am here.
No, all here. Not living in the past, not wishing they were little again, but here, present. They need you. Not like they did before, but they still need you.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that at some point, you're going to have to say goodbye to the little Benjamin and little Ava in your mind and accept Ben and Ava for who they are now.
No, my imagination is not hurting anyone, Mom.
Well, just think about it.
Well, I found these poor frozen vagabonds on the side of the road and decided to rescue them.
I'll take them.
Grandma!
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, Grandma.
Hey, big guy. Sounds like you two had an adventure.
Did you bring food?
Only your favorites. I understand your neighbor brought some cookies, too.
Oh, I love Christmas.
Me, too. Means I get to be here with you.
Christmas comes but once a year. As seasons go, there's none so dear, making special moments count while those we love are near. Christmas comes but once a year. Christmas comes to you and me and all the world is sure to be lit with strands of twinkling lights of peace and harmony. Christmas comes to you and me. Christmas came one starry night,
The shepherds saw the awesome sight.
as hopes and dreams to earth grew near, and love came shining bright.
In that moment, I realized I stood precariously on the edge of missing it, of missing this entire Christmas because my expectations and my reality didn't match. I suddenly saw Ben and Ava for who they were, young adults who still needed their mom. They didn't need a mom who lived in the past, but they needed one who could be here for them this Christmas, tonight, right now. And I knew what I had to do.
Christmas comes but once a year, and all too soon it gives a
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I was really worried about you.
it was kind of scary.
I can imagine.
Hey, thanks for sending a coat and a blanket with Dad. I was freezing.
Sure. Hey, how was your time with Ashley?
It was fine.
Yeah? Good.
Actually, she's having a hard time. This is her first Christmas without her dad.
Oh, that's right.
I just wanted her to know that she wasn't alone.
That's so kind of you, Ava. I love you. I'm so glad you're home.
Me too.
When's dinner?
Soon, Ben.
Mom, you called me Ben.
Hey, honey, if you're so hungry, why don't you come help me fix dinner? You too, Ava.
Okay.
You rock, Grandma.
What are you thinking about?
Yes.
You're obviously thinking that I look like your Romeo in this sweater.
How did you know? No, actually, I was just thinking how close I came to missing all this.
Missing what?
Being here with you and the kids, all here.
Well, where else would you be?
Lost in my imagination, I guess. I don't know, sometimes the future scares me. What if our kids make dangerous decisions?
They will. I did, you did. I mean, you married me, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I don't know. I just don't feel very confident parenting these days. You know, I used to feel like I had all the answers.
You know, I don't have many answers these days either, honey. But all we can do is trust the one who is the answer. We were young and maybe just a little bit naive about all that life and love's supposed to be. Back then it was so easy to believe, though we both changed, one thing remains. Jesus is still the answer to what we're facing now. Jesus is still the answer to every fear and doubt, for all the questions of the world and whatever comes against us. Jesus is still the answer.
Time goes by faster than I thought it would. There's a woman where a little girl once stood. But I've learned through all the seasons, God's still good. Now standing here, it's all so clear. Jesus is still the answer to what we're facing now. Jesus is still the answer to every fear and doubt, for all the questions of the world and whatever comes against us. Jesus is still the answer. Oh, to remind me of that every once in a while, especially when I find myself treading water between my expectations and reality, and suddenly I'm drowning in disappointment. Did I tell you I expected this to be our best Christmas ever?
Well, why can't it still be? Nothing can change the story of Christmas. Days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be registered. This was the first registration when Quirinius was governor of Syria, and all went to be registered, each to his own town. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, from the town of Nazareth to Judea, to the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be registered with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. And while they were there, the time came for her to give birth. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no place for them in the inn. And in the same region there were shepherds out in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And an angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them, and they were filled with great fear. And the angel said to them, "Fear not, for behold, I bring you good news of great joy that will be for all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord. And this will be a sign for you. You will find a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes and lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace among those with whom he is pleased." And the angels went away from them into heaven. And the shepherds said to one another, "Let us go to this place in Bethlehem and see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has made known to us." And they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the baby lying in the manger. And when they saw it, they made known the saying that had been told them concerning this child. And all who heard it wondered at what the shepherds had told them. But Mary treasured up all these things, pondering them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all they had heard and seen, just as it had been told to them.
I hate to break up this lovely moment, but do you think dinner's almost ready?
It might be. Let's go check.
Well, we just sang Christmas carols and read the Christmas story. Can you even believe it?
I know. For once, my expectations and reality were the same. How often does that happen?
In your world, I'm guessing very, very rarely.
Hey, it's hard being a woman with great expectations. It creates anxiety.
For you and me.
Okay, so I promise when I'm feeling anxious, I won't pretend that Benjamin and Ava are my sweet little pumpkins. But do you think maybe I could live in the future just once in a while?
What are you talking about? Wait a minute. Let me guess. You're thinking about grandchildren?
Hey, look at you! You really can read my mind. Okay, close your eyes and imagine it with me. Ben and Ava come to visit us at Christmas with our grandchildren. Oh, honey, look at their sweet little faces. Aren't they so cute?
No, stop. You can't go and you just know. Now just you close your eyes with me for a minute, okay? Now just, come on, go ahead and close them. Now, why don't you picture a couple together who's in love, that's about to sit down to a delicious meal with their mother and has two great, wonderful kids.
I like it.
Well, I imagine that for someone special.
Aw, who, me?
Yes, you. Now, that had better not be the you of the future knocking at the door.
Oh, stop it. Oh, hello, Vivian. Hello, Alexandria.
Carol.
Come
Hello. Thank you so much. Well, we just thought we would slide in and check and see how the pasta painting's getting on.
in. Well,
The pasta is ready.
was that the penne regatta pasta that was sitting on the counter?
Yes, that's the one, dear. Looks delicious.
Vivian, I am so sorry. I guess the pasta painting will just have to wait until next year.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to have to risk the germs and accept the invitation to dinner.
Don't you mean Alexandria will accept the invitation?
Oh, darling, she's just a dog.
Pasta. January comes.
Can you feel it? The season is coming alive.